I think we've got to all of the info you can give me. So thank you for that, Bertram. And you have yourself a fantastic, unending evening. Raining again. It's raining again. And Narcissa's blood is low, so I believe we need to do something about that. It didn't quite top things off there, but that should do for now. What is... Boy, we've got a lot of points to allocate, which means I need to think about that. I want... Seduction. What do I need for seduction? Measures your character's ability to titillate others into helping you. The appearance attribute and the subterfuge ability both contribute to the seduction feat. Okay, so appearance. I suppose she needs to upgrade her appearance. Can never hurt with someone like Narcissa. All right, so let's do that. Oop. Do we not have? Do we not want to do the thing here? How much do... Oh, cost 8. Ooh, that is costly. I suppose I could save up for that. Lockpicking's doing okay when I do the blood buff. Persuasion. Do we want to... I want enough to manipulate people with persuasion, I think. I think that's what I want. Alright, so we're going to hang on to those leveling points, I suppose. Let's look at... Let's go somewhere away from this goon. It's so annoying. Really quite annoying. Find a little private spot behind a dumpster or something, shall we? Okay, so let's look at our quest log here. We have completed... No, we haven't. The warehouse mostly lies at the bottom of the Pacific, with a few pieces neatly lodged in a lawn in Pasadena. Report to Prince LaCroix at the Ventru Tower downtown. Okay, so how do I get downtown? Can I take a cab downtown? Is that how I do that? Are you going to... Okay. I need to go downtown, sir. Hey, is there anything I need to do before? I don't think so.
Where to?
Just drive. Away from here. Drive, I'll tell you when the mood hits me. Okay, why don't I have nowhere something I've got to take care of first? Why don't I have... Oh. Okay. Yes. See, downtown is more someone like Narcissa's style. I'm sure you understand. Whoa. Whoa. No, 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 no. No. You don't do that to Narcissa. What is wrong with you?
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Lick.
You call me a lick?
count its teeth.
Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet.
That sounds gross.
Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work.
Alright, is he
You
done
look
for
like
good?
Shit. Name's Nines.
I thought you were Sabbat. Are you an anarch? I'm a little confused here. Yeah, thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I remember you from the court. Do I remember? Oh, yeah, you stood up to protest.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
Real story about what?
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Yeah, I'll do my best there. Okay, so downtown may not be Narcissa's style, after all. Seems to be a little worse than Santa Monica, all things considered. Alright. Trespassers, violators will be shot, survivors will be shot again. That is a very familiar sign. I think I've seen that sign in other places. Okay, I am supposed to go to... Where am I supposed to go to? You have survived the vampire gather. Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. I am supposed to go to Ventru Tower. Is it actually called that? Because isn't that breaking the Masquerade if you call it Ventru Tower for real? I don't know. Just a question. This looks very well like it could be it. Hey, thanks for dropping me off right in the middle of a bunch of goons. Should take it out on you. Alright, I'm not getting up there. What in the hell is going on over here? Seriously? Do I even want to know? Is this... How do I know? Oh, I have one other place to go downtown, do I not? M. Strauss, the Tremere Regent, has invited you to his home in downtown Los Angeles. You need to find him. His invitation left a cryptic riddle which reads, Dark blood, our curse, alike this verse. Such power I sense in one so young, come find me where burns the mystical sun. Okay, so don't see a mystical sun here. Could this be the Ventru Towers? Just randomly going into... I should probably check a map, shouldn't I? This would be it, would it not? Okay. Yes, I suppose I just don't walk through those.
Snack cake? What are you doing here? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me, but anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up? Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
Oh, you were the guy that let me into the art gallery, weren't you? Mind doing me a favor, Moon Pie, and buzzing me up? Yeah, I think you could let me up. Listen, what we had back there was special, but it's over now. Not really worried about you being let on.
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916,
Okay,
I'm
now I'm
gonna
going
have
to
to
drain
verify
you of all
you're
your
supposed to
blood.
be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
Yeah, I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that
Blew
be
the...
Sebastian LaCroix of
Yeah,
the
that would
LaCroix
be.
Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Which do you think? What do you think, genius?
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
I wasn't. Yeah, where did you get that name exactly?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Yeah, you have a good day. Night. Evening. What have you. Okay, how do I exactly get up? Alright, there we go. I guess we're going... Right. No, we're not using that one. We're using... Not using that one. Okay, so we don't take the elevator? We take these elevators? Or these... Is this an elevator? That's a bathroom. Okay, was it... Oh, there we go. I knew that. Penthouse. I suppose that's best for Narcissa. Yes, yes, indeed. Could someone as well provisioned as you set me up in better quarters? Do you realize where you put me? Cain's gift to the kindred. You put me in an absolute dump. That should be the first thing we talk about. Might be a better place for you where I'm staying. You could stay there, and maybe I could have an apartment in Ventrue Towers. I think, being Toreador, I know that might be a problem. However, this is really where I'm meant to be, being Narcissa. Okay. Start to rain praise and appreciation and other accolades onto me.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Did Cain murder his brother? I mean, what a silly question. Yes, but... Yeah, I do have questions about it.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Why would your personnel be a problem? Santa Monica Kindred were a little two-faced, but that's about it. Yeah, your guy Mercurio screwed up big time. I had to get the explosives myself. I'm still holding out for Mercurio to be a pawn that I can use. So I'm not going to throw him under the bus. None at all.
That is the answer I like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial.
Excuse me?
But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late.
I agree.
Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
Oh, sure, no problem. But I do need to know what's in it for me.
Don't be so hasty to inflate your own worth. You've succeeded once.
That's impossible
very
when it comes to the Narcissa.
But in the grand scheme of it all, an infant stride of progress. If you're looking to make a name for yourself, listen very carefully. There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
Yes. But I want to know more about it.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
What were the occurrences exactly? Am I supposed to know what those occurrences were, or is that something that the police are keeping secret? And is the Ankaran sarcophagus something that Narcissa should be sleeping in during the day? Is that up to her standards?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Was I supposed to blow up the warehouse without wholesale slaughter? Can somebody fill me in on that, please? I put some thought into it, and I think it's generally impossible to destroy an entire warehouse without executing a few of its inhabitants, if you follow me. Yeah, sure, though.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He said that Narcissa is wonderful, like everyone says.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
Yeah, that's all fine. I'll go see him right away.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay, so he is Anarch as opposed to Sabbat. Got it. Fine then. Can't you send this guy to the ship? I don't know, ships are... they're not clean enough for Narcissa. Could he go clean it before she goes there? Probably smells like fish, you know? Rotten fish. You guys don't have any items you'd like to send Narcissa's way, do you? Looks like somebody stole all your items out of the display case over here. Why is this empty? They're all empty. Is your interior decorator retired or something? Is that the problem? Who's in the painting? Is that, Mama LaCroix? Alright, I'm going to say that's Cain enabled there. That, I don't know. This is Cain enable again. I would assume, yes, these are very okay. So this would be... are those the pictures of the Ventru Patriarch? Is that what that is up there? Interesting. Very interesting. No. Downtown. We have made it downtown. I suppose my next step is either to see Nines, the Tremere region, and look into that god-awful boat. It's almost as bad as your taxi. It stinks in the back there. Could you clean it out more often? I have a feeling I'm going to be needing to use it. Wouldn't know of a good limo service that could take Narcissa back and forth. Places in LA. I don't think yellow cabs are up to her standards. Well, Narcissa's definitely got a full quest log plate here. Prince wants you to investigate the Elizabethan rendezvous. But before you do, he wants you to contact Nines Rodriguez at the bar called The Last Round. Find out why he wants to talk to you. Those are definitely things to do, however, I would like to find out what this Tremere Regent wants. And what do we have going on down here? Seriously? Are you throwing up blood? Just when you thought the bums couldn't get much worse. There's an awful waste of blood, though. Let's, Oh no! What have I done? Diseased blood. Well, that would be all of you people. Okay, we have a quest update for diseased blood. And pestilence. You became ill after feeding on a bum who turned out to be diseased. You wonder if this has anything to do with the CDC guys dressed in their blue containment suits scattered around downtown. Interesting, okay. Well, that didn't work out so well, did it? So if I were going to be a Tremere Regent, let's, says something about a mystical sun, or what does it say here? It says, yes, mystical sun. We're looking for a mystical sun. We are. I thought it might be the theater. I don't think it's that. Alright, so we have some strange little alleyways around here. Do we have sewers as well down here? Okay, that's interesting little shortcut. You can call it a shortcut. Yet I think the downtown is more excited about Narcissa showing up than Narcissa is to be in the downtown. You should all be very excited about her presence here. Yeah, even the
Not now.
corner girls have
Hey, need a date?
kind of gone down since I've got to down. I don't know. There's Downtown has issues. Has some serious issues, does it not? But Narcissa's wonderful presence will brighten all things. Yeah, Nocturne Theater seems to me where I would find a weird Tremere region. Honestly, although not seeing anything that resembles a mystical sun, plus it's closed. So there's that problem. You're not diseased, are you? Okay, thank you. You have yourself a wonderful end to your leak there. Mystical. Wow, this looks slightly mystical. We've got that. That is kind of what I was thinking I would see, actually. Something like that. Now, what... on the map, what would we call this? You know, there's a word that comes to mind for Narcissa when thinking of the Tremere, and it's chantry. Is that a word you're familiar with? Are you? What have you taken this evening? You gotta lay off the foundation there, Johnny Depp. Alright. Where's the map again? I just wanna... I wanna check something here. Right, so I am there. What is 2? 2 is Skyline Apartments. What's 5? Confession? Is that... Whoopsie. Is that what I would be? Is this... Alright, interesting. So maybe this is not what I would be looking for. This is a club. What is it? Yeah. Guess I'll go right to the bartender.
Hey, big spender.
Everybody comes in here's got to have a short house rules. Inhibition's the first thing to go. 2 more of these and you'll be telling me your nastiest, dirtiest stories. I am your beat priestess, and it's time to confess.
Well, I definitely found confessions. Are you a bartender or a groupie for the cure? Never touched this stuff. Goodbye. Who are you?
Venus was her name. Got anything you want to confess?
Yeah, I confess I can't find the mystical sun where the Tremere region is. Could you maybe cut the BS and help me do that? Too much, nothing I can talk about, though. A few nights ago, the life I knew was obliterated. The warehouse that blew up in Santa Monica, that was me. Let's just throw that at you.
I've been waiting for someone like you to come in here. You see, I've got this situation that's gotten a little out of hand, and I need someone to inform some people that they won't be getting paid this month. Intrigued yet?
Okay, I don't need to get all romantic with you. Yeah, I'm interested.
The parking lot next to the Empire Hotel. Couple of guys, Russian accents, bit thick. I need you to tell them Venus doesn't have their money. That's it.
Okay, if nothing else, this will get me used to the seedy, underhanded dealings that go on in downtown. That's it. What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
Drinks on the house for a week.
Yeah, I don't drink. You got... Whoa. Do you have something else you could offer me?
Cash, whatever, I can do that. Question is, are you worth it?
Yeah.
I expected you'd bite. Empire Hotel. Tell them I'm broke. You can run, right? Never mind. Just don't go starting any street fights, alright? These guys are connected. Anyhow,
Connected
a lot
to
of people
whom?
have yet to confess to the beat priesters. Later, darling.
I just hope someone does something they'll regret it. Yeah, I don't know about that. Don't think I'm going to be finding a Tremere region here, although you never know. We're not, the door's not open, you're not, that must be the pulpit or something, where everybody confesses, I don't know. Okay, I think the confessions could go on forever. Was there a... Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd grace the dance floor with Narcissus' presence there for a moment. Place will never be the same. Is there... No, but there's another door there. Alright, so we have a parking garage with some Russian miscreants somewhere nearby. It's not you guys, is it?
Move.
A lot of alleyways in
Not now.
downtown. I suppose it's good for feeding if need be, I suppose. Okay, that looks quite mystical and sun-like. Should I try this? Antediluvian, a member of the dreaded third generation. Okay. Okay, this looks highly chantry-like. If strange visions that sometimes enter Narcissus' head are accurate. Thaumaturgical creatures. Okay, and these are fire creatures. Thaumaturgical. Excuse me for the mispronunciation. That is so beneath Narcissa. Bookcases don't move to show secret rooms. That is, wow, is this like... Okay, we've something, yeah, I think we found where we want to be, but it's a little dizzying at the moment. Where does this take me? Yeah. Did you have to do that? Was that, like, completely necessary? Also, could you move that table? I think Narcissia banged her shin. It's beneath her.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yes, I assume you are the Tremere region?
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
I knew that word, by the way. I know what a chantry is, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. I mean, terminology wise, that's... I don't know, it's, she's, Narcissa is trying to refine her language. And cool. It's not a refinement, it's kind of a downgrade, language-wise. I heard about this so-called epidemic. It seems to be getting out of hand. We're going to find out you had something to do with it. But anyway, Regent. What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Can you tell me about the mysteries? I heard about this so-called name. Let's hear about the mysteries first.
Sorry, neonate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood. You would do best not to look into them any further.
Would reading the thaumaturgical creatures book be looking into them further? Yeah, let's talk about the epidemic and the guys in the blue suits.
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
So am I. So is Narcissa. She seems to have spewed a few concerns over it already. Dude, that shit is whack. Well, it is, but we were just talking about higher language skills and what wording works for Narcissa, and dude, that shit is whack doesn't work for her.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
I'm still getting this Anarch Sabbat, I don't know, mingling in my head. I'm still trying to find the lines of demarcations between these two sects. Maybe you could help me with that, I don't know. I would like to look into the epidemic, but I've gotten Bertram's view on the Camarilla. What's yours, Maximilian?
The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by
So you are
in
part
order
of
to
it.
ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Okay, so I got this weird feeling the Tremere were kind of blurring the lines between the Sabbat and the Camarilla, but okay. I see. Can I ask you a few more questions about the Camarilla? Yeah, let's do that.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
I know all vampires are not part of the Camarilla, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla, and the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Yeah, if you blow up their warehouse, they don't take kindly to it. Yeah, good thing Nines Rodriguez was there to help me, so he's an anarch, which the Camarilla also would not be very fond of. Whatever, they were about to get a beat down before Nine showed up. I'd like to ask you for... let's go with the first option.
Yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
Are you sure about that? I don't know.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
I knew you were playing both sides of the fence there, so to speak. No, I know your purposes are not the same, but let's hear it from you.
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
Yeah. See, I think he's fully dedicated to the Camarilla, but I know you're not. I don't know, maybe LaCroix has other things going on. Yeah. It's alright, you can trust me. What is your true opinion of him? I think your words betray disloyalty to LaCroix. Sure you do. A few more questions about the Camarilla. Let's see if... I don't think this is going to work, but let's see if we can crush you
I
for...
have overstepped my bounds. I will say no more.
Yeah, I kind of figured you were going to do that. Tell me more about the Camarilla then.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Why aren't the Anarchs in the Camarilla?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
Okay, so if I were to sum things up so far as I'm interpreting them, it would be the Camarilla want to preserve the hierarchy of vampire kind, with the elder vampires being in charge, and obviously preserve the Masquerade so that the kind do not become aware of the kindred. The Sabbat want to subjugate the kindred, and the Anarchs are okay with the Masquerade, but they just don't want to honor the elder vampires. They want anarchy, and through their own ways to observe the Masquerade. I don't know, maybe that's a way of looking at it. Interesting. So, but the Sabbat have no interest in the Masquerade at all, I guess. Don't know about that. They probably, well, anything to subjugate the kind and make them the, worshippers of the kindred, I guess. If the Masquerade would get them there, they'd be okay with it. I'm not sure. I don't know how the Masquerade would do that, but interesting observation. I have a few more questions about the Camarilla. Whatever, I think the Anarchs have it right. They don't need your babysitting. Last thing I need is a bunch of geezers telling me what's up. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I don't think the Anarchs have an objection to the Masquerade. They just have an objection to who's in charge of everything. All right. Let's, interesting observation. I have a few more questions about the Camarilla.
What else would you like to know?
I've kind of already asked you about what you think. I think you're going to...
LaCroix is a prince.
Oh, you're going to tell me more.
And
Okay.
a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and
okay. So you're
indiscriminate
just
as
repeating
he's already
yourself.
proven himself to be, but I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
Right, you can trust me. What is your opinion? I think you betrayed disloyalty to LaCroix. I'm sure you do. I have a few more questions about the Camarilla. How Machiavellian of you. See you. Okay. Let's
Surely.
get back
What
to
else
this.
would you like to know?
Yeah, I think there's something else I need.
Of course.
A few questions for you. Maybe I could look into the epidemic for you. Do I have
What is
something
it you
that
would
doesn't
like to
involve
know?
the Camarilla here? Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Yes, we're going to get to the epidemic point here.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
Can't you, do some Tremere magic to make it go away? I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return. What's in it for me? I always have to know. Narcissa needs to know what's in it for her.
I will ponder the nature of your payment while you are gone. Believe me, I will treat you fairly, neonate, and your service to the Camarilla won't be forgotten.
Okay, am I actually serving the Camarilla, or am I serving you? Although I suppose the Camarilla would have an interest in the epidemic coming to an end. Forget it, I don't work for free. Actually, I have a few more questions. Okay, I'm going to take care of it because Narcissa is amazing, and these things are, minor inconveniences for her. She'll straighten them out.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs.
We didn't
You
talk
can
about your
find
poem.
most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Alright, I'll check in with you in your strange hallways later. Am I going to be able to find my way out of here? That's pretty important to me as well. Is that a copy of the painting that LaCroix has? Or do you have the original? Or did you magic that into being? What does Eve have to do with all the enable stuff in the end? Okay then. Actually found my way out. Do I want to go upstairs? Is there no reason to do this? Alright. Can't even try to pick the lock, eh? Fine. Be that way. So we're looking for some Russians in a parking lot, or a parking garage, right? This looks like a parking garage. What is this exactly? And why is no one cleaning it up?
What's up, sister? You enlightened?
Am I enlightened? Do you need to ask someone who looks as wonderfully enlightened as Narcissa? No, I'm not.
Sorry, sister. Come back when you become enlightened.
Yeah, get right on that. What I need is a map here, I think. I need to check to see where the parking garage might be, or the parking lot, or whatever it is I'm supposedly looking for here. Now it's starting to get like the Chantry feels though I'm going nowhere and being transported all around. Okay then. This looks diabolical, to put it mildly. What on earth is going on here? And should Narcissa be having anything to do with it? Oh, this is different. Is that a ladder there? Should I want to take the ladder? Does the ladder seems to go up? Can I get to the ladder? No, I cannot. Is there a rope there to get me to the ladder? Well, this is definitely different. If I took that ladder up, where the heck would I... Oh, I see. Maybe that the ladder is supposed to be lowered? What good does that do me? Can't read that. Alright, I'll keep this place in mind, whatever the hell it is. Here's a map. Empire Arms, Skyline Apartments, Nocturne Theater. Parking is 11 and 12, and okay, so you would think that's what I'm looking for. 11 and 12 there. Okay, what is 9? Okay, so I'm not too far from the last round. If I... That's parking, but we're not getting anywhere there. You would think the last round is down this way. That would be it right there, right? Okay, we'll come back to you. Did I do the alleyway behind the last round already? Seem to have. Do I want to do this? Do I... Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. We will investigate that further later on. Was the... Not there, the other parking was not that way. It was... Let me just check my quest log here. Fun with Pestilence. Plague for the Angels. Confession. Venus Dare wants you to go to the parking lot next to the Empire Arms Hotel and tell the... Okay, so where is the parking lot? Where is the Empire Arms Hotel? That is... Oh, okay, so... We're not looking for 11 and 12 parking. Oh, wait. Where's 4? Why is 4... 11 and... So 4, 11, and 12 are all parking. Would 4 be... There looks to be a parking lot next to the Empire Arms Hotel. Okay, so I've got to turn around. I've got to make a right. And then a left. And then I've got to go to the other side of town. Let me see if I can figure that out. Do I even want to know?